Hello everyone, Cappuccino here. So today we'll be looking at the Gemini Cup, what you should prepare and what team should you use. So we'll be taking a look at the green skill first. So the rest will be on long distances, 3,200 meter, Kyoto race course, right turn, spring, sunny, and good track condition. So keep your eyes out for all this green because they will be very important because stats is so important in this Champions meeting because it's a long distance Champions meeting. So next we're gonna be looking at what Umas you should be using. So the strongest position here will be encloser, which is mainly goldship and Narita Taishin. You can use Mayano Top Gun for random accelerations, kind of things you can pull off, but it's not the best option. Just use goldship, like I'm gonna be real. Yeah, the more behind you are, the more like successful you will be. For Brian and Kokri, if you can run them on encloser, there will be a little bit of better choices, but you can run them on late and like get some success with like the random acceleration skills too, which is gonna be pretty okay, like not the best thing. So pace chaser is gonna be what I not exactly recommended, but if you don't want to run encloser for some reason, just like me, because I hate goldship, you should run the Daiwa Scarlet. Daiwa Scarlet has a strategy when we call that the Daiwa Locket, that we use a front runner to feed off my Daiwa and then make Daiwa go sky in the last leg basically. Yeah, that's why I put like Air Groove and as an option, a Seiyun's guy. Air Groove have encloser debuff, which is pretty good on this cup because everyone's gonna be running goldship, and extra speed debuff is gonna help you win some games. For like build an Air Groove with like good power, a little bit like 800 speed, and then you'll be pretty well. You don't have to care much about stamina. Like you'll be pretty well for like the debuff for Air Groove, and then you feed the Daiwa her ultimate, and she's gonna go really fast, like, and just win the game for you. But this requires you that you don't run two front runners, or an opponent doesn't run front runner as well. Daiwa Scarlet ultimate need to be first, so if you have another front runner that can like outrun her, she's not gonna proc her ultimate, and then you're just gonna lose based on that. I'm gonna explain a little bit more details in a lot of videos where I will run the testing myself and then explain how it works, exactly how it works. But for now, just understand that the two ways to play this is play the encloser, which is gonna be goldship, Taishin, pace chaser, or with Daiwa Scarlet, one debuffer and an encloser basically. So you go 1-1-1, or you go like two enclosers and like maybe one pace or other position, what you have basically. Again, I put my Seiyun's guy in here, but I don't really recommend Seiyun's guy. She's not gonna do much. Her ultimate is kind of late for the parents though. We have McQueen for everyone basically. Everyone can use McQueen in this, as long as you get to the front somehow. You have to get to the front in the final corner anyway, so McQueen always really good. And then Rudolph ult, like solid because it procs on final straight, and you just increase your speed. You already like max speed already. Drop will be very good. Brian also really good. She's good on both the parents and then the always as well. Yeah, and Okri. Yeah, Okri is not the best thing, not the best all you can have, but she's good enough for you to use. So keep that in mind. Okay, I think that's all Umas that you can use. For the stat line though, it depends on your budget and your card. If you are like, oh my god, I don't have much card like to work with, go for 1000 speed and 1000 stamina with at least 2 gold. Right? You want 3, but the very least you can do is 2 gold. Okay, you kind of want 3 if you can afford it. Power, I recommend more than 700 at the very least. But I prefer 750. If possible, I go 800 actually, but depends on the budget. Just keep it higher than like 700 will be good, because I will explain later why. But for now, just keep it on 700 later. For Gus, you're probably gonna end up with 400 or more anyways, because you train a lot of stamina, so I'm not gonna be worried about that. For Int though, you can drop it to 300, but I really don't like 300 in Umamusume. It's very like luck based. I prefer it to be a 400 like myself, but if you can really afford it, go for 300. For the skill though, corner skills are very strong. You will see on the cost later, but professors is a must, pretty much a must have. Any others like mid the leg speed skill that you can afford is gonna be very good, but you're gonna end up like spending your skill point on 3 gold recovery anyways. Just get professors at least and the 3 gold recoveries, and then if you can afford it, go for other speed skill. But for encloser though, the one thing I recommend is get straight away spurt, right? You can get it from parents or some specific card, but you're probably gonna get it from parents. This is the best like acceleration skills to use in this cup, and this is the only one that works like immediately. Get it on your ace, which is gonna gonna be goldship or Taishin already have one on here, which is shadows. You don't have to worry about that. But for goldship or like any others Umamusume, you probably want to have this from the parents somehow, and also like prioritize long S. Long S is pretty needed anyways because the speed is gonna be very important in this cup specifically. But yeah, try to get corner skill as much as possible. Get a green skill and afford it. If you can afford it, go for more speed skill. But corner, just remember that corner is very strong. Okay, so let's look at the course for a little bit. The course is at the start, like you can see the first lap, because it's a very long course. We're gonna run 2 laps on this one. So the first laps, the yellows is gonna be the first leg. It's nothing to note as much as you do mostly running as per usual, right? And then you see the middle leg start at the corner, right? So in the first corner, remember this, you can't really proc your skill, especially the speed skill, because it's already past the corner. You can't really proc like Professor here, so it's a little bit tough for a corner skill. It's not gonna proc here. It can be a good thing too, because it's not the start of the middle leg. You can proc it after the position keep, which is gonna be around here. The middle leg is gonna be around here, so you can proc that after the position keep, and then you turn the corner and proc Professors, and you can like take a good position after that. Like this middle leg, that's why I say like corner skill is gonna be very important, because you proc the corner speed skill at the very good time. So afford as much like corner skill as you can. Okay, next up is second lap. After you pass the first lap, you're gonna get a little bit of middle leg time, right? You can get more speed skills in, and then you're gonna end up in the final spurt, right? As you can see in the final spurt, there's a big uphill on the final spurt. So the thing is, your Uma's speed is gonna go down. That's why power is really important, because if you don't have much power stat lowers the effect of the uphill on your Umas, so you don't get slow too much. Like you try to accelerate up, you get hit by an uphill, but the others have the powers to like go through the uphill, so you're gonna lose if the stats are equal. That's why this CM is about stat checking your opponent. That's one thing that you have to keep in mind. And then in the last leg, as you can see, the last leg start on the straight, not the corners. So same sky doesn't work, iron doesn't work. It's more like it's late more than doesn't work, so it's not like the best proc timing for them, right? Iron doesn't work, and everything that's related to the corners or final corners doesn't work in terms of acceleration. For speed, they are really good, by the way. So you can proc your final speed on the final corner, and then because you already accelerate to the max speed, it's very good for them to have like just more speed to like overcome your opponent basically. I think it's gonna be a very gold ship up. It's more than Taurus High. Like you think Taurus High gold ship dominated, this one's gonna dominate it even more. Prepare your ass for that one. Right, so I want to keep this video under 10 minutes, so I hope you understand everything that I can explain in like 10 minutes. So if you have any question, drop it down below in the comment. Just make sure to subscribe so you can learn how Daiwa Locket work, and I'll see you next video.